we're all set up. Seems like everybody has plenty of bees. They're bearding outside pretty good because each of those frames I moved in there was pretty full and had lots of food. So there wasn't a whole lot of room even in between them. They were drawing those frames out super wide. But sticking around and fanning, so hopefully I look in there tomorrow and we'll still have some bees in each one. See how many queens get made. There's a ton of queens in there, so we'll see what happens. Okay, who's excited? Yeah. Alright, now these guys, I have definitely seen they already got bees coming and going quite a bit. This side, I started seeing it today, so they got some foragers on the loose. I wonder if anybody knows, is there any kind of outside indication that the queen's hatched and everybody's great? You know, just a quieter hive, anything like that? I was kind of hoping we would hear some of that little chirping noise that they kind of make. That's not too much in their way. I'm gonna call it for the north side. We're gonna try the north side. Just picked it randomly. Alright, now I'm sure no one would recommend this, but since I'm new, I think I have an excuse. And on top of that, these are kind of extra. You know, I wouldn't go in the swarm or in the split down there. That has a couple of queen cells that should be hatching, you know. But we're gonna pop this one and just see what's in there. See if any of the, you know, this is our test subject. Hey, as a new beekeeper, people should expect me to not be as good as everybody else. All right. Well, I don't see tons of bees. Let me pull out this blank frame and see if we can take a look at the queen cell that's in there. I believe it would be on the middle. Whoa, what happened there? That was me poking it. Okay, well, let's see. Hopefully I didn't have a total fail here. Oh my god, that is all full of honey. Or nectar. Okay, well that is where I pushed the cells into. And you can see they ate them all out now. I don't see the cells laying on the bottom. So, does that mean she's hatched and running around and everybody else, all the extras, got killed? Man, wouldn't this be a great time to know what you're doing? Yeah, I feel the same way. Let's see what's on this other side here. Okay, yeah, this was definitely the one I laid down. You can see those two runs down the side. That's where I had laid it down and cut them off. So this side here, alright, so that's what we were looking at. Those are the ones I cut out on the other side. That was the 7 I cut out. But these two here that were left in, they are definitely out. The bees are in there cleaning them up. So there is queens on the loose. If you got a sharp eye, you might see them. That's awesome. Okay, So that's not nearly as bad as I thought it was. That's just the bees cleaning up where I cut those queen cells out. Now, this other one, I might have stuffed a queen cell or two into this one also, but not sure. I guess not. This one just got the two that I didn't mess with, so I figured that was the best chance of anyone surviving my screw-ups. So, I wonder if there's a new queen running around in this box. Two are hatched. Okay, well, we will count them as hatched. I'll have to look up the time frame. There's, you know, I don't know, they give them like a week and a half or something to get mated. We're having hot, warm weather. I can't say that my guys are filled with drone brood that would be out there for mating, but supposedly you want to mate with drones from another colony anyway. So I guess everything's awesome. I do have a more commercial looking beekeeper down the road from me here. He's got probably like 20 hives sitting in that yard. So hopefully his drones are making drone congregation areas. Read up on that one, or watch videos on that one. Totally interesting stuff there that nobody understands. Well, this is made by Rueter box here. What are these guys getting a hold of here? Are they falling up on the queen? What is that they're after? Did something come out of the bottom? They are going crazy for whatever that is. They're down in here too. We got some dead bees up here. Lots of action. We don't got like a crack in the lid where somebody's getting through, do we? Make sure things are tight. I really don't know what to say. Not much action on this side. Looks like a stain. He's going crazy. Well, apparently somebody sprung a leak. Let's see if we can see up in there. And it's excited everybody. I don't know if they're trying to rob their way in or not. I need to open it. Here's the bad news. It looks like robbing. Open this up and things are just destroyed in there. You can see that puddle at the bottom. Apparently these guys were not able to protect themselves. Well, we got some incredibly sad news. These 3 frames here came out of our breeder box last night. I tried to get some footage of it, but had a bit of a camera failure, and so I didn't get it. But I set these over here. We ended up having a incredible robbing issue go on in the south, I'm calling it the south section of the box. I opened it up last night. There was honey dripping out the bottom where the vent hole is, and the bees were just overrunning it. Once I pulled the frames out, I mean, they just looked like frames, but when it was all in there, it just looked so sad that there was no bees in there calling it home. It was just overrun. You can see I brought these down here. We'll take a look in the box. It was just a layer of honey in the bottom. They tear it open, and that honey just ran everywhere. It's still laying in the bottom. There's still bees in there getting it, but I didn't want my other hives to just go over there and start ransacking the other 2 sections of the breeder box. So I brought these down here in hopes that it'll keep most of them out of there. These guys are just going to town on it. It's just crazy. They destroyed it. If you look on that one over there, there's a large patch of brood there, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to put all my breeder box videos together and really take a look at what I did on some stuff. Some of that footage was lost because of this camera, and so I mean, I put entire honey frames in there. That one frame that had a good patch of brood on it, I don't know if that made it impossible for them to keep their hive safe. They have 1/2-inch holes for openings. Perhaps I needed to just seal them up with their food and pollen, and not even let them have access. But I was in there yesterday before this happened, earlier in the afternoon, and I looked in the north side box, and everything looked great. The 2 queen cells had hatched out, and there was probably a queen, a virgin queen running around in there. So I'm hoping the other 2 boxes survive now. I'm kind of hoping that it was the other 2 boxes that ransacked this and not one of my bigger hives. So let's go take a look over here. So yesterday this thing was just surrounded. They were going up and trying to fit in here. If you look, there was a large pool of honey in the back here, and these guys are trying to get it through the cracks probably. I didn't want to leave the top off because, like I said, I didn't want to attract my other bees over here, because I'm sure these other guys are kind of weak too. But let's just see the destruction here. Yeah, they're definitely in there cleaning things up. Everybody's getting it. I hope it's just my local queen set here that's doing this. I don't see a lot of traffic coming and going from these guys down here. That's kind of why I did offset this. Originally I was going to put this between these 2 full-size brood boxes, and then somebody would have been facing north, which I think would have been bad with the fence there. So I thought if I gave them some separation, put them over here, face them east-west, that we might have better results. I was in the north box yesterday, and like I said, that's where I saw the hatch queens. Everything looked great. I gave everybody a little stick in their entrance just to see if it would, you know, block up the space a little, make it so they can defend it. Yeah. Well, gonna have to put down another sad moment in bee history here at the bee yard. It's definitely bee world, but you gotta think about how much new beekeeper has to do with that kind of stuff too. You know, we're certainly reaching here far past our experience and anything we're knowledgeable about. But this here is the important one. This was the split that we made, and hopefully this one gets their queen mated and everything's cool. And those were really just our backups in case things went bad. So I'll probably have to put all these clips together of just the queen breeder, and you know, we'll get a good idea of what kind of happened in a time frame of how it happened. Well, it looks like the war is over. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I noticed all this about 8 o'clock last night. None of the innocent farm animals in the area were injured in the process, but the frames have been emptied out. What brood was there got left behind. They probably got, you know, too cold somewhere along the line anyway. I didn't realize they were going to eat so much of the wax off. It's interesting to me anyway. I didn't know that was going to happen. But, yeah, hopefully that's the end of it. The weakest are gone, and hopefully everyone else is going to be strong enough to stay. We're gonna go look and see what remains of that battlefield and what the other 2 boxes look like. Still got a new queen here that hopefully hatched out, and we'll have a successful mating flight. There's 2 queen cells in there that I didn't touch, so we're looking forward to that in 12 to 15 days. And you know, there's always issues. Sometimes they don't make it back, sometimes they get eaten, sometimes they, I don't know, take off somewhere else, I guess. But hopefully between that box and the 2 opportunities that we have here, we'll get a queen. Things certainly quieted down. Not a lot of in and out of that entrance over there. This here's the one we did peek at and saw the 2 queen cells that were open. This one here still's got their a little bit of in and out action going on. So we'll take a look at death and destruction first. See what's left. Not a lot. Let's see if we can get you a decent view in there. A little bit of comb. Those look like the queen cells fell off, maybe. Not that, but over here. I'm not sure. Let's get you totally in the dark. My camera has a pretty good low light situation. But some dead bees. Perhaps the queen cells that got chewed off. Not much else. Take a quick peek at the one I looked at yesterday, the one that probably killed this one because they have the entrance on the same side. Take a peek in there. There should be a virgin queen in here. I still see plenty of bees. This is certainly not, you know, bad going on. You know, I see stuff reattached from when I pulled it apart yesterday, so they still look successful. Now, I haven't been in the center box yet. South box destroyed, most likely by the north box. You know, Civil War all over again. And these guys caught in the middle, at least they had their entrance over here and perhaps avoided most of the conflict and just shared in the honey on the bottom. I see lots of bees here. This makes me happy. I don't want to pull any frames out. I don't want to leave this top open for any longer than I have to. They got an open frame to work with. When I had split these, there was a second frame that I had found in the bottom of where all this came from that had another 2 queen cells on it. So perhaps that one had gotten those 2 queen cells, and these were all just queen cells I had cut off and stuck in. It's possible that the box had got worked that way. This box was facing this way when I was working it, and who knows what I did. Most of that footage got lost in the heat. But I'm happy. There's at least 2. So hopefully I have 2 queens out there. Yeah, not yet, but in the next 5 to 6 days, go out on their mating flights, and happiness may ensue. Now they seem very quiet. Let's just walk over here, because this hive that didn't have a queen has been noisy. I don't know if you can hear that, but they still sound noisy to me. Maybe the same noisy as that. And the same noisy as that. I don't know, they were very noisy once I split them. That noise never calmed down. Maybe it is lower. I don't know. But I don't even want to go into this box. I'm just praying that their queen gets mated and makes it back. Because where they came from has just been a solid, hard-working bloodline. I don't have a whole lot to compare it with, being a new beekeeper, but this swarm has just gone crazy, like none of the other ones have. So I think we're gonna wrap up this unfortunate segment of this reality with nature kind of thing, and kind of put it behind us, I hope. Thanks for watching.